You guys are watching Tennessee Titans today. I am Tom Downey, here to discuss a story that I didn't think I was going to. ESPN named an impressive player, the surprise player, coming out of minicamp. And the name for Tennessee? Deshone Kizer, who, first off, I'm taking the L right now. I thought he was going to be great coming out of Notre Dame, and that has very much not been the case. But according to ESPN, he was pretty impressive for Tennessee. Now, he spent last year on the practice squad for the Titans, and he is now in a fight for the backup quarterback role with Logan Woodside, who we'll get into here more in depth. Kizer's had a pretty rough NFL career. Began as a second-round pick by the Cleveland Browns. He probably needed some time to develop. Hugh Jackson, I would argue, destroyed his career before it even really got going by playing him and benching him and just not handling it very well. He then went to the Green Bay Packers. Didn't make much of an impact there, part of the Demarius Randall trade. Spent some time with the Raiders, got released. Then in November of last year, 2020, the Titans picked him up and added him to the practice squad after the Raiders had released him. Over his career, unfortunately for Kizer, there's no way to go anything other than this. Disaster. 53.1 completion percentage, got to 3,000 yards, pretty nice there. 11 touchdowns and 24 interceptions. That is just awful production. That, by the way, comes in a span of 18 games. He started 15 of them. He's 0-15 as a starter. Just a remarkably terrible production, unfortunately, for Deshone Kizer. Now, let's say he wins the job. He may or may not. More on Logan Woodside coming up here. If Deshone Kizer is your backup quarterback, what's your confidence level? Rate this for me on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being you're panicking. You want to go trade for like a Nick Foles, for example, or maybe a Gardner Minshew. A 10 being you feel awesome about it. Get your votes in for me right now in the comments section. Now, this battle here is going to come down to Logan Woodside and Deshone Kizer. Now, Woodside played last year, was 1 of 3 for 7 yards, 7 carries, 10 rushing yards, a little bit of some dual threat ability. Nothing special. He put up some great college numbers at Toledo. Thought maybe he could be an early day 3 draft pick, but really wasn't as great in his senior year. And now he's stuck in a battle with Deshone Kizer for that backup quarterback role. Frankly, I don't feel immensely confident in either of those guys. I do feel confident in Ryan Tannehill. The guy we have seen in Tennessee versus the guy in Miami, not remotely similar. Tannehill has unlocked this Tennessee Titans offense. I would argue he's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the NFL because he still gets dinged for what he was doing at Miami because people stick with their previously held opinions far too often. If he gets hurt, whether it is Kizer or Woodside, I don't feel that great about the quarterback position in Tennessee.